having a wonderful week. I just want to thank God for today. Not everybody gets another day, and I'm about to make this count, and I hope you do too. Yeah, man, 2024 is wilding. Inflation is straight up whooping that ass. Currently, inflation is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Inflation is going up at about 4% annually, and the raise that you get is only at about 3% per year. So this is really creating a large problem. Besides the increase in rent, increase in car notes, insurance, taxes, and the cost for goods and services. So people are feeling the squeeze. And everybody likes to talk about the issue, myself included. But my favorite part, to be real with you, is the solution. So I'm just going to go over a few solutions here that I have myself, and you guys can feel free to add to the solutions in the comment section below. And yeah, thank you so much here for viewing. If you guys would like for me to read any of your comments, please go ahead and send a super chat to your boy. It helps the platform grow, develop, and it's why I'm here. I don't do this for my health. So my first solution here for inflation is you view social media as an option. As you can see, I do YouTube. I only do YouTube. I don't do any other social media. The main reason is because I've studied YouTube as a viewer for quite some time. For about 12 years, I've been strictly a watcher of YouTube. So I've studied it. I've also seen YouTubers grow. I've seen their different techniques in different spaces, and it still has a lot of room to grow. And I think it's going to dominate TikTok. It's going to dominate Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook, and it's going to go until the end of time. The reason why I feel this way is because YouTube is owned by Google. Google is the biggest search engine in the world and is one of the biggest companies on the Forbes list. In addition to Google being huge, Google owns YouTube, right? So we don't Yahoo things, we don't Bing things, we Google it, right? So in the Google algorithm, when you Google stuff, the first thing that pops up is, information or videos from YouTube. So that's why me personally, why I think YouTube is a great side hustle for you to make some extra money. I am monetized. I've been doing YouTube for about 3 years. So I'm in my third season of YouTube. I have learned a lot, and there are a lot of other alternatives besides YouTube that I'm going to go over. So you don't have to strictly be a content creator on the side for extra money. But the reason why I did do YouTube is because, you guys see me in my videos. I do shorts, I do videos, I do lives. I created this channel as a lifestyle channel, right? So for people to improve their financial situation, their emotional state of mind, their spirituality, and their physical fitness, because I feel like me personally, this was something that resonated quite close to me because I use gym as an outlet to relieve anxiety. I believe that you being in good shape helps you with your confidence and with your relationships because it's one of the pinnacles for attraction to the opposite sex or to the same sex if you get down like that. So that's why I think fitness is important, and that's kind of how I came up with the concept of healthy don't hurt. So I created this YouTube channel, and this is technically a side hustle. It's how I make extra money, and there's tons of other ways, and other that we'll go over here shortly on how you can make extra money. And yeah, YouTube, you do have to have patience. Because when you first start making content, you are not gonna have a whole bunch of people watching. The subscribers are going to be low. You're going to have to test out what type of content you want to make. You might feel awkward on camera. And then there's also an editing phase that you have to go through because you have to pick your editing style. And you may be a little short or a little tight on time if you choose YouTube to make extra money. Now, I make anywhere between $200 to $300 per month on YouTube. People may think that's not a lot of money. That's practically a car note, right? And it depends what you're using it for. I do these videos to pay for my son's college education, and so if you take let's say $3,000 over the course of 18 years, 12 months, 3 times 12 is 36. Alexa, what's 3,600 times 18? Oh yeah, Alexa's dead. Dang. We'll just do the math in our head. 36, 3 times 18. We'll just bump it up to 20. 3 times 2. So yes, about $55,000. That's around 52 to $58,000 over the course of 18 years. And it continues to grow, right? That's just what my numbers are currently, right? So I am going straight up. Like I just did two shorts, like everything's going up. My engagement, my viewership, my retention. So I make more money over time, and I didn't always make this much. It was a lot lower previously, but it helps, right? So yeah, so you can find your lane here on YouTube, and you could do a voiceless channel. You don't have to be on camera. Not everybody likes to, to have their face out on the internet, which I I totally understand. But YouTube is a good way for you to make extra money. Now, the reason why I said YouTube and I didn't say Instagram or Facebook is because I only do YouTube. Now, you could do those other social medias. It's not backed by Google. And if you think about it, from a tech standpoint, if Google owns YouTube, when you type something into Google, it's always going to put YouTube first. It's not going to put TikTok or Instagram or Facebook first because they don't own those platforms, right? So organically, when someone types into Google, they're always going to put YouTube first. Now we're going to move into the next way to make extra money, right? So besides YouTube, that was the first thing. The other way is you can give plasma, right? Now this may not sound pretty appealing because some people are afraid of needles. This is something that I did in college, and I made a decent coin off giving plasma. I made about $800 to $900 per month just off of giving plasma. Now, plasma is in your blood. I'm not a medical professional, so I really can't break down specifically what plasma is. But at your local plasma center, it takes about an hour and a half. You get about $80 to $90 per visit, and you get about 2 visits per week, 8 per month. So you guys can do the math. You make some pretty decent money. Um, the only bad thing about plasma and why I stopped doing it is because you feel pretty drained. Like they take the blood out. You have like a needle in your arm. They extract the plasma. They take the blood out of your body when you give plasma, right? They take the plasma out of your blood and then they put the blood back in your body and they give you electrolytes. Now, this is draining, and I'm gonna be real with you. It's kind of like human harvesting a little bit, and I kind of feel like over long periods of time, you may experience some health issues. So you may want to proceed with caution if you proceed to do the plasma route. But if you give plasma, it's like, at the end of the day, do you want the bread or not? Right. And that's like that with everything. Unfortunately, when it comes to making more money, when it comes to getting a better job or just getting more of anything, people really don't want to take the risk, take the chance, or put in the work. So yeah, so I mean, it's $800 to $900 per month extra. Do you want it or not? Um, my third way to make money is through skilled labor, right? So this would include cutting hair. Some women can do hair. Like I know in the black community, there are tons of women that like do braids. There are tons of women that cut hair, that do braids, that do weaves. So there are multiple different types of hair that you can do. You don't strictly have to cut hair. And even some women do nails, and then there's also handyman services as well. Um, GGD says, just so you know, not sure what that means. Says, yo, what's poppin'? Hey, what's going on? And so the next way you can make money is through handyman services. I can't tell you how many people have houses that need repainted. People got dry holes in drywall from their kids, like playing too rough in the house. People throwing baseballs, knocking out windows. Like at the end of the day, like people are trying to pay for that stuff to get fixed for the low. They don't want to have to pay a company. And a lot of electricians and a lot of handymen, they do side work. Right now, with electricity, if you really don't have a good background with electrical work, I probably wouldn't suggest you going on Craigslist or Facebook trying to fix people's electricity. A, you can get shocked, and B, if something goes wrong, you may open yourself up to liability. Adam Drizzle says hi. Hi, Adam. How you doing? So if you go ahead and do like people's electrical work, you may open yourself up to legal issues, right? Because if there's a fire and someone's house burns down, that's going to be a bad idea. Says a lot of people are scheming, my guy. I mean, everybody's scheming. I'm scheming. You're scheming. All a scheme is a plan to get ahead. I mean, to be real, if we be real, that's all a plan is. That's all a scheme is just a plan to get more than what you just got. Which should be everybody should be scheming, to be honest with you. But yeah, doing people's electrical work could be a little dangerous. So if you don't do that line of work professionally, or if you've never like taken summers doing that with your dad or with your uncle, I would probably try to stay away from that. But you can make some paper doing electrical work, like a lot, like installing people's Tesla chargers, running the main lines to people's hot tubs, or even fixing just basic electrical outlets. Some people are remodeling houses and they're trying to put in new lights. You can also do drywall, right? So that's another way you can make some extra money on the side. Drywall, in my opinion, is the safest because if you mess up, you could just get a new piece of drywall and repatch it. Like no one normally gets hurt. Because you didn't install some drywall properly. It's very rare. And then there's plumbing. Plumbing, I did plumbing as a youth. When I was around 21 years old, I was a plumber. I learned a lot. And I realized how much people pay for like small fixtures, for small repairs for their fixtures. So this is like faucets, toilets. Like it does not take a rocket scientist to install a new toilet. So, if you want to make some extra money and you feel like you can go to Home Depot, and plop down some toilets, you can make a couple $100 putting in toilets and water heaters. Now that's kind of at your own risk because you may need insurance, and if something bad happens, like I said, do you want the money or not? You may be on the hook if something floods, or something bad happens, and you're the one that installed it. I mean, at that point, I would just delete the text messages and say I don't know you. Once I get paid, I'm walking away. The next one is Instacart, right? So Instacart, I like Instacart, right? Because so pretty much where Instacart is, it's an app where you can put your groceries in. You can put groceries in, or like any items from Home Depot, like whatever you need from the store, you can order on Instacart. Now, you're going to need an SUV if you do Instacart, and gas. Gas is something, that you're going to have to calculate, and wear and tear on your vehicle. I'm not the biggest fan of Instacart, but if you live in a good area in a nice town where like, you don't live in the hood, you live in a place where they have money, you can make some money from Instacart because they actually tip, right? So this is something that you're going to have to rely on tips. So if you are living in the hood, I probably wouldn't do Instacart. I did not include DoorDash or Uber Eats in this. Autumn Drizzle says true in a bigger city. Absolutely. I did not include DoorDash or Uber Eats in this list for you to make extra money, simply because the tipping system, man, I tried doing it like 3 years ago, and like people weren't tipping. It was crazy, bro. Like you'll go from here to here, right, to pick up some food in the city, and then you'll end up here, right? You end up here at their house, and then the next order will be like on the other side of town. So you'll be like three towns away, 4 towns away for 2 orders, and you still have to go all the way home. And then there's a lot of wear and tear on your vehicle as well. You have to take a lot of orders, and very few people in those bad neighborhoods tip. Says, why you Americans tipping? It's culture. And I think tipping for quality service is a good idea. But yeah, that's why I don't really like DoorDash or Uber Eats, man. And if your car breaks down, you can't make any more money besides Uber Eats. And these are just ways you can make extra money, besides you getting a better paying job, which I have already done a stream on that. I've already done a live stream on that. I may do that in the future. Him says egghead. Oh, you're funny. All right, I don't have time to entertain trolls, so we're gonna put you in a timeout. We'll see who's laughing now. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take care of you there, buddy. There you go. There you go. That's where bitches go in timeout. How do you like them apples? Anyway, yeah. So it's pretty funny, bro, because it's either I let my hair grow out, right? They're like, oh, your hairline's gone, right? I shave, look nice and handsome. Oh, egghead. I want to see what your head looks like when you're shaved. But anyway, I'm here to make money, not to roast trolls. So, just not in the mood. If you got a troll and comment, you're gonna have to super chat straight up. All right. There's trolling for free. We done. We done with that. But yeah, so the next one is cleaning. I can't tell you guys how many moms, especially in nice neighborhoods. Autumn Drizzle says, LOL. Yeah, I'm just like, I just don't got the time no more. Autumn, I used to kill these trolls, but like these trolls don't make me no money. You feel me? These trolls ain't like we going into the next season. This is my 3rd year doing this on this platform, and I'm not up here for my health. I'm either trying to make other people money, make people's life better, and more importantly, trying to put some money in my pockets. You feel me? So yeah, and I could tell like people in the chat really don't like the trolling or they get irritated. So I'm like, it's just not a place for that. Anyway, but yeah, back to cleaning. So cleaning is another way you can make some extra money. There are a lot of parents, that are overwhelmed, that are short on time, but they got money, right? Doctors, surgeons, lawyers, real estate agents, and then tons of other professions, accountants. There are a lot of people that have jobs that require long work weeks, and they don't always have time to they don't always have time to clean up the vacuum, clean their windows on the inside and the out. They don't have time to like scrub their couch, especially if they have toddlers. Like my son is 3. My son be tearing this apartment up. It is like outrageous. Like he be doing a number. So people are probably willing to pay 120, 140, $150 for you to come in, wipe the surfaces down, vacuum, sweep, mop, clean the microwave, clean the oven. That stuff can make some bread. Says trolling is therapeutic. I mean, I'm not here for your therapy, bruh. Sorry, not sorry. You feel me? Like I used to, and I used to use trolls as a comedic exercise, but like I realized how much time I was losing by me stopping the live. And also people watch the lives after I record them. So if you're listening, or if you're watching and you're not watching it live, me stopping to pretty much to eat your ass up derails the show and it lowers the quality of the content. And a lot of YouTubers, they don't talk to their chat at all. They don't even acknowledge. And I never understood why, and now I see why. It's because they're not up here doing it for their health. I'm glad to get to talk to you guys. It's a privilege. Don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. But like, I got friends in real life. I don't gotta cut the camera on just so I could talk to somebody. You feel me? Like I'm here at the end of the day to make some bread, and also to this is technically a service. You feel me? It's a lifestyle channel to help people improve their lives. So I can't do that if I'm constantly addressing like people with no profile. Like you have no profile. Now, if you really want to troll for free, you can come up on my show. You can come up here on this live and you can show your face. But we won't do that because we're cowards. Do Stuff says, what is your channel about? This is a lifestyle channel. We do crack jokes on my lives. I have like a little bit more serious conversations about real life situations. So like inflation is a real life situation. So we're just talking about different ideas on this live on how to make more money. On my shorts are strictly comedy. So if you're having a bad day and you just want jokes, go to my YouTube shorts. I have tons of shorts, tons of videos as well. I talk about say, ooh, my lights cut back on. My power went back out. My power went out because it's raining sideways. But yeah, man, like I be talking about real life situations that people be going through, trying to pay a mortgage, trying to become a business owner, trying to start a family, the struggles and issues of having a family. I talk about a variety of different topics, and I do keep it funny, I do keep it comedic. It's just I stop addressing the trolls and I stop including the trolls in my show because it's not productive. And people, your time is valuable, right? Like my time is valuable, and the people that watch my show, their time is valuable as well. So I don't want to waste it by me, getting derailed by your nonsense. Autumn Droz says very inspirational. Oh, thank you, Autumn. I appreciate it. But yeah, cleaning. Back to cleaning. So yeah, man, like people are overwhelmed, like at the house, like with toddlers. Like people have stuff around the house that they've been trying to get clean forever, but they just can't get that time uninterrupted. And toddlers literally tear up the house constantly. Like you'll clean up one room, he or she will go inside of it and just tear it up. Like my son, honestly, is like the Tasmanian devil. I love him to pieces, but man, that boy know how to tear up a room. So people that have extra money but not enough time, they're willing to pay you either cash or through Cash App, through Venmo, through Zelle. They're willing to pay you to clean up the house. You could bring your own cleaning products. You can go to Home Depot. You can tell them to provide the cleaning products. People are willing to pay for your elbow grease, your effort, and your energy, because that's really what you're giving up when you clean up somebody's house. Now, some people may feel like they're too prideful to clean up somebody's house. Do you want the paper or not? Autumn Drizzle says, I'd rather get it in cash. Oh yeah, me too. Factual, because it's tax free and the government ain't watching, and that's really the name of the game. Like, how can you get extra money while it being taxed as little as possible? I did not include getting a second job in this list because you don't have control over your schedule, and it's also going to get taxed. So these are all things that you can do and get on the side. And guys, this last idea I have is quite comedic, and for you ladies out there, y'all are probably going to enjoy this. um, all right, so next way you can make money. The next way you can make money is car detailing, right? Just like how people have houses that are gross, that are crummy, and I'm guilty, bro. I'm guilty too, just like everybody else, Sometimes I don't have enough time to clean up my house. Sometimes I don't got enough time to clean up my car. You could detail people's cars, right? If you're like cleaning people's cars, you want to make sure that if they're not close friends or family, you want to make sure that you have insurance, and you might have to do business licensing, because if you take somebody's car and you wreck it when you take it to your house to detail it, or if you take it to a car wash, you're not on their insurance. So technically that leaves them up to legality, and you have to trust and hope that they do the right thing and put the claim underneath their insurance instead of expecting you to come out of pocket for it. But yeah, tons of people have dirty cars, bro. It's kind of wild. And there actually was a mobile detailing car place that they had this van. They had this van, and they had water in the back and all of the cleaning stuff inside this van. They would show up to your job, and they would clean out the inside of your car. They would buff and wax the outside. And yeah, you would leave and it would be super clean. Autumn Drizzle says, I love the clean. Oh yeah, me too. It's therapeutic. Jay says, hey Jay, how you doing? By the way, Jay, I owe you a wrench. Let me hook you up real quick. I'm trying to get everybody wrenches. That way, if you don't have a wrench, let me see. Where you at? Jay? Give me one moment. There we go. I think I'm missing like one more person to give a wrench to, but I got most of them. But yeah, man, at my job, there are like 200-300 people at the company that I work at, and there would be a mobile van that would come and buff and wax your car. They would clean the inside. It smells real nice and good. They steam clean the carpet. So you can make some extra cash by cleaning up people's cars, either at the car wash, if you have a van, or if you're doing it at their house. Now, if you don't want to have insurance or business licensing, doing at somebody's house is the easiest way. All you do is come with the elbow grease, and you come with the effort, and you use up their water, and that's pretty much about it. The next one, guys, and this one's for the ladies. Yeah, I know it's gonna be controversial because I just did this video on men paying for girlfriends online. Hey, the last one. Hey, if you really about it, you really about your paper by any means, especially you ladies out there, you can start yourself some type of girlfriend service, okay? And it sounds crazy, but dudes will pay for you to be their online girlfriend. I seen it on Reddit.com. There was a woman that was making $1,500 a month by calling somebody. She would text you throughout the day. You get one phone call per day, and you get a Zoom video call on the weekend. And she charged $50 a day. Jay says, thank you. Sorry, I've been missing the lives. I've been super busy. Oh, no, you're cool. You're cool. I just left MMA. Oh, that's sweet. That's what's up, Jay. Hopefully you armbarred somebody. But yeah, nah, I ain't tripping. Everybody got lives to live. You feel me? Lives, get it? Because we're on live. But yeah, everybody got lives to live, Jay. But I appreciate your support. And I just want to make sure that you have your wrench, because pretty soon I'm only gonna be addressing people that are moderators, and anybody else that puts a message in, I'm not gonna be acknowledging until the end of the show, just because I gotta keep the show really high quality. But yeah, if you're a woman, you could definitely make some paper off OnlyFans. People are paying for online girlfriends $50 a day. You get these women are giving men text messages throughout the day. They're asking how their day is. You get one phone call for like 15 minutes. And then you get a Zoom on the weekends. Now, I know this sounds crazy, right? And it's digital hoeing, but do you want the money or not, right? If you do not literally do two dudes, but if you have two male boyfriends for online services and you have them booked, that's $100 a day, tax free. Okay, that's $3K a month, and all you doing is sending some text messages. Autumn says a lot of scammers. Oh, of course, that's why you make them pay first. That's the first rule, Autumn. That's the first rule. Always put the money first. And for real, Autumn, I'm going to be real with you. The only scamming that exists is on the female side. If you are the female, there is no scamming because you're actually a female. You're not some dude, and that's another reason why the the video, the weekly video call is a thing. Now, I know that people have morals, and I know I talk about God, and you know, I talk about God because that's my story. I don't judge people for what they do with money. Game is game. I don't hate the player. I just study the game. And there's a lot of dudes out here that are afraid to talk to women. And I just did a live before this about a guy paying $1,500 to a digital girlfriend. And I'm like, she getting paid. She getting paid. If she does three of those, that's $150 a day, and that's a cheap one. If you're pretty, like if you bad, you could do like $300 a day. Like you can make these dudes pay. Not that it's right. You shouldn't be exploiting, but like if they getting what they want, which is to talk to you, because they have low self-esteem, which if you feel like you need to pay women for attention or for confrontation or for anything, stay a while, because we're going to get your confidence up so you don't have to participate, and you could, you know, get a woman's attention and talk with them for free instead of paying for it. But hey, game is game. If they got the money, she got the time, what's the issue? You feel me? Like, like it's wild, man. But you know, there's other forms of too. Like some women are doing like cam. I would not suggest doing any, you know, going to the extreme unless you really trying to be committed. But at the end of the day, the money's there. Like if you trying to show your tatas and your booty on camera, I ain't judging. I don't suggest it if you do, if you want respect. But some women, they're like, damn the respect. I want the money. You know, I want the money. I don't care about respect. I want to get paid. You feel me? If that's your attitude and you just like, I'm just trying to get this paper, I don't care what people think about me, you know, hey, do what you gotta do. Like for real, for real. And you know, it's just tough because digital footprint is very real. So like if you choose to go this route, you make an OnlyFans account. I feel like the digital online girlfriend is probably the easiest way to do it in private. You know, you could probably run that off your Instagram. Autumn says, but you don't respect yourself. No, you don't. You don't. You don't. I didn't say respect. The title of this live was ways you can make extra money by respecting yourself. Hey, some people willing to, you know, I got some heathens that follow me too, you know. It's not all Mother Teresa's and church goers, and I got some men and women that do not care. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you, Autumn, and I don't judge. I'm just here to give game. I'm just here to give game. I'm gonna be real with you, you know, like, hey, it's none of my business. Would I do it? No, you know. But hey, I had a sugar mama situation back in the day. You know, I can't even judge. I can't even judge. You know, shoot. Hey, it is what it is. For real, for real. Which was interesting. Wouldn't recommend that, fellas. Although it did help me. I did get some paper in my pocket. But she wasn't bad looking either. But either way, regardless, you know, if you want to go the OnlyFans cam girl route, you know, or if you're a dude, I don't suggest you doing this, right? Don't try to sell no online boyfriend situation services, because you're gonna get dudes. Like if you think that you're a dude and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna offer boyfriend services to a whole bunch of lonely women, it's gonna be all dudes. It's gonna be all dudes. So if you want to lay the, if you want to go to sleep with that at night on your conscience, that's on you, player. That's on you. If you could sleep at night, I would not be able to sleep at all, at all, at all. All right, I got respect for myself, but hey, if you don't got respect, I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you. But with this solution, with this method, you know, with the OnlyFans method or the cam girl method or the online digital girlfriend or boyfriend method, one thing that is risky about this, or not risky, but it's just there's a trade-off, like if you do this. Like, especially when it comes to relationships. If you are getting paid for attention, if you're getting paid for interaction, or getting paid to, you know, if you're getting paid to do things, even if it's on the lowest level of an interaction, when it's time for you to have an interaction authentically, organically, for free with men or with women, it's not going to be the same. Like one of my best friends used to date a dancer, all right, and she was making some money. and she got paid from the attention of dudes, and it kind of messed up their relationship because he was giving her attention for free, right? So she, in the back of her mind, she had like a trigger. If a man's giving me attention, I need money in my hand, right? Her hand's like this, right? So if you ain't got the money, yeah, she loves you, you know, she cares about you, but the money's not there, it's gonna cause an issue. Autumn says exactly. Yeah, it's just the way it goes. So it's like there's that aspect of it. You also make your partner self-conscious if you have one, right? Because you just talking to dudes, right? So this stuff comes with a cost. Everything comes with a cost. Like all the other things that I listed, it comes with a cost. It just mainly energy, effort, elbow grease, you know. But this is gonna mess with your psyche a little bit, and you may even devalue yourself by doing that. It may mess with your self-esteem. You may feel like a low life because you're getting paid from the attention of men. So you might feel like a or put a H in front of that. You might feel like a or, right? You might feel like a ut. You might feel like a lut. Put an S in front of that, you know. So your morals may crumble, and this may cause some psychological issues, some relationship issues, some self-worth issues. It's going to cause issues. You get the paper, but you know, it's at your own risk, you know. So but yeah, man, these are all my lists for you to make extra money, which I included YouTube because I do YouTube, right? If you choose to do YouTube, especially if you're a woman and if you don't want to do the whole cam girl, OnlyFans, digital girlfriend service, YouTube is great. YouTube is great if you're a woman. I want to let you know that. I made 1,408 videos. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. That's another reason why I have to start acknowledging only people that super chat until the end of the live because I put my work in. But if you're a woman, people will watch your YouTube just because you're pretty, just because they want to watch a woman talk. You know, I actually have to make people laugh because I'm a tall, muscular black dude. Ain't nobody, you know, ain't nobody trying to stare at me and listen to me talk unless, you know, unless I crack some jokes and make some people laugh. So, but if you're a woman, people can watch you with the sound off. You know, if you bad, you'll get tons of views. People will be super chatting. Like if I was a woman, the one of the best things that God did for other YouTubers was not make me a woman because I'm sure them cash apps with them super chats would just be ringing. People would be trying to buy me furniture. Like these female YouTubers on this platform be getting paid. And they're not doing what the OnlyFans girls doing. All they're doing is getting their hair done, their nails and their makeup, and doing hair videos. There's a YouTuber that's blessed in the Behind region. She tries on outfits. That's all she does. That's all she does. And dudes be liking it. Her retention is super high. She doesn't violate YouTube's policy, the algorithm policy. She stays monetized. She's not doing lingerie. She's doing pants, skirts, dresses. You see her walk away from the camera because, like I said, she's blessed in the Behind region. So when she walks away, you get a look. She comes out the dressing room still fully clothed, does a 360, does a voiceover of the clothes she's wearing. So the guys see the 360, and dudes are so horny that they just don't care. Like I said, if you're a woman and you bad and you're pretty, you can get dudes to watch with the sound off. No lie. But yeah, if you're a guy, it may be a little bit harder, maybe a little bit more difficult. You may have to be funny if you're a guy. You may have to have a specific knowledge, right? So I'm knowledgeable in finance. I'm knowledgeable in fitness. I'm knowledgeable in family dynamics, trauma, right? Overcoming anxiety, like all of these pinnacles of life that people struggle with, I've overcame for the most part because I have challenges come to my forefront in my life and I knock them all out, right? Because if not, I have to cower in the corner, right? So I've got to overcome my fears, my anxieties, my issues. And so I tell people what my strategies are, and I made a YouTube channel about it, right? I mean, called Healthy Don't Hurt, right? So that's how I created this concept. So if you do want to make a YouTube or you do want to make a Facebook, you may have to create your own concept based on, you know, maybe it's a made up idea, maybe it's based on something that happened to you, maybe it's a lifestyle. This in my scenario, this was a lifestyle, right? Started working out in 10th grade because a kid was bullying me. Started lifting weights, came back over the summer hella swole, and he ain't want no parts, right? So it feels pretty good, right? Because your boy's nerdy. You know, by the way, shout out to all my nerds. We rule the world, okay? Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. But yeah, so you can find your own little niche. We did YouTube, plasma, skilled labor. Skilled labor is the things underneath skilled labor to make extra money is hair, handyman, whether it's a hairstyler, hairdresser, a barber, doing people's plumbing, electrical. We covered Instacart. We covered why I don't like Uber Eats and DoorDash because the wear and tear on your vehicle and the gas is too expensive to be doing those, and you rely on the customer tipping. You're at the customer's mercy to tip. So that is why I did not include DoorDash. We included Instacart. We included cleaning houses, car detailing, and then if you're trying to hoe it out, money's money. OnlyFans are offering girlfriend services. So if any of you guys have any other ways to make extra money, please do let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I hope this did something for people. Inflation's real, bro. Inflation is super real, and it takes no breaks, no days off, and it's only going to continue to get worse. So this is just my live trying to help some people out that may be feeling the burn of inflation. A lot of these tactics I have used, like I do YouTube. I've given plasma. I've tried to do Uber Eats, which it failed miserably. I've not tried OnlyFans. I won't be trying OnlyFans. Although some of you want me to do that. I had a girl that was following me, and she was like, "Do you really have an OnlyFans?" Because I'm always joking about it. She's like, "Oh, do you really have an OnlyFans?" No, ma'am. No, I would never have one ever. Okay, this PP is not for sale. Okay, like for real. Plus, I can't emphasize this enough, ladies. If you do the OnlyFans route, I know I'm up here joking and partially serious because there's money to be made. The digital footprint is real. If you show your butt cheeks on camera for money in exchange for currency, just know that the chances of someone screenshotting or screen recording is high. If you are bad and you decide to do OnlyFans for some extra money and you have a kid 10, 12 years later, if your kid's getting bullied, which I did a video about this, if your kid's getting bullied, this happened to a kid in high school. Kid's mom was doing OnlyFans, making money. She made 100 grand a month. And that's why I included that in this list, because if I didn't include OnlyFans in this list, Autumn says, and online stalkers. Absolutely. I mean, hey, you can have a little friend. You can have a little friend to take care of any online stalkers, and some of them ladies actually have to get security, unfortunately, which is pretty sad. But yeah, she was a parent. She was a parent, and she was a parent, and her son went to a school, and he was getting bullied. And they went to the school with a picture of their mother on the t-shirt, getting railed. Could you imagine you're getting bullied in school? A bully comes to class with a t-shirt of your mother getting absolutely ravaged. Like getting the windows busted out that thing. Like your mama getting total 4K t-shirt. Talk about traumatizing. That's why I always say that, like, if you're gonna do that, don't have children. I'm gonna be real. Like, I really feel for those kids, for the men specifically, and then for the women. If you have a daughter, you're setting a poor example. Because your daughter's just gonna be a hoe now. Because she's like, well, my mama did it. I'm gonna go hoe. My mama was a hoe. I was a hoe. I gave birth to a hoe. We a family of hoes. Hoeing pays though. I ain't gonna lie. Says crazy. Yeah, absolutely. It's not that crazy because we got that dog in us, bro. We got that dog. Look at that dog. I get a whole German Shepherd in me. Just, I'd be like, down boy, be in the gym. Just barking, just going nuts, right? And so people profit off of us having that dog in us. It's sad, bro, but like your kids are gonna pay. Your kids are gonna pay for it dearly, bro. So it's like, for the sake of your family, for the sake of your nieces, your nephews, your daughters, your sons, don't be doing that, unless you live in like in the sticks somewhere, or if your kid is homeschooled. And even if your kid is homeschooled, that might not be enough. There was another article where I read where in a therapy session, the mother was doing OnlyFans, and the son was in middle school, or he was in high school. The son was 17 years old. And so the son would check the mother's OnlyFans to make sure that she was doing okay. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, because she was always on camera, so she couldn't be with him. Because, you know, most of the people that watch OnlyFans, they're married, you know. And that's another thing you got to deal with, is that, like, if you're going to be doing this, you're going to be getting money from people that are married, so you're kind of going to be wrecking people's homes a little bit. You know says, what do you need to do so we can prepare? Prepare for what? What are we preparing for, you know? Preparing for inflation? Or preparing to be an OnlyFans model? What you preparing for? What are we preparing for? I mean, if you're trying to prepare for inflation, bro, you need to find ways to make extra money. You need to find ways to get a higher paying job, or to get a raise at your current job. You need to see where you're at now and to look forward. You know, says World War III. I mean, World War III is going to be fought with drones. It's not going to be fought with man. You know, and to be honest with you, you better go like this. You know, I'm not sure if you're a guy or not. Open up your hand like this, so you cup it, and just put it right between your legs, and you cup your balls. That's all you need to do to prepare. Get ready to DIE. Hey, man up. If you're a woman, go get a man. Tell him to man up and DIE for you. You know, that's our role. But yeah, man. Hopefully, I might do a WW3 just live stream, but one day. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all my supporters. Thanks so much for your time. And yeah, man, these are my ways you can make some extra money, to get some extra bread, where you can totally control your schedule. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a wonderful week. Take care and God bless. I'm out. Peace.